Thursday morning, and we are so thrilled to have in studio with us Carol Todd. Welcome.
Thank you.
Wearing purple today. Yeah. Tomorrow is the day to wear purple.
Yes, it is.
Why are we wearing purple?
We're wearing purple because it's October 10th. It's World Mental Health Day, has been since 1992. And October 10th is also the same date as the date my daughter died 2 years ago. And so I co-joined the two things together. You know, it was really hard for me to grieve my daughter, and what was I going to do? And a year ago I was in Niagara Falls, and I was with a young boy who suffers from mental health issues, and he wanted to light up the falls purple for me, and we couldn't get it done, so he said, let's do it October 10th, which started more thoughts on what else could we light up. And Niagara Falls led to the CN Tower, led to Toronto City Hall, led to BC Place, led to Science World, and it went on. And then in 6 weeks we had those few places, so we decided we wanted to do it again. And this year we have many, many more places like Calgary, Winnipeg, Toronto, Vancouver, and then we've branched out and we've got places like, you know, the Los Angeles Airport, the Santa Monica Ferris wheel. I didn't even know there was a Ferris wheel in Seattle, and we have this huge bridge in Oklahoma called the Skydance Bridge. And then the funny thing is, when you look at Amanda's snowflake and the logo and the symbolism, we have one that's pink on the outside, which is anti-bullying for Canada. We have it's blue in the middle for anti-bullying in the United States, and my dream was always to bring it together, Canada, the US, with the purple. And there's a bridge going from Fort Erie in the Niagara region to Buffalo, New York, and it will be purple. And to me, that's the international bridge of working together to combat a social issue, right?
The hashtag's powerful. Hashtag light up purple. If you haven't checked this out on Twitter, and you can see people leading up to the day sharing this message, getting behind, you know, the purple movement. What have you seen and observed with the progress being made with mental health, with bullying, the idea of apps being created? What have you noticed to see the impact of this message?
Well, if I could step back 2.5 years ago, there were things being done, but I think they were being done not as loudly and not as openly as they are now. And the goal is to have people talk about it, to have people discuss it. If there's an issue, if there's a problem, if parents see something happening, is you stand up and you talk. And kids and youth and even adults need to stand up for each other, because there are, just like when people bully, there's more power in the bullies, the groups empower them. And so if you're with someone and you see someone being bullied, you stand up for them, and there's power in those numbers too. So
we were talking a little bit in the green room, because I've seen it. Having the hours that I have, I'm able to be in the schoolyard in the afternoon, and you can really see it happening, and it's sort of innate in some kids that they need that power for some reason, and your goal is to do this with that instead of do this
there
with
is
that.
Because, you know what, we still don't know the kids who have the bullying behaviors. We call them behaviors because we don't want to label somebody, right? And we think there must be something going on in their lives to feel that they have to do this for themselves, to make themselves feel stronger. So and I'm in the education system too, and we work really hard on teaching about respect and kindness and empathy. And
never
you know
too
what?
early to teach
Never.
that. Right?
Well, no, because when our kids are young and they're babies and they're toddling and they learn how to say their first words, we give them a cookie and we expect please and thank you. We expect, you know, people to hold open doors, and we're taught all those values, but somewhere along the line, sometimes we forget to reinforce those values. So those values continue to need reinforcing, and that's what's going to make the shift, is making sure that we change how we think and how we do things, and how we also reinforce and teach our kids.
Well, the message is powerful. Again, the hashtag is Light Up Purple. We'll be supporting it tomorrow, and we encourage you to check it out and get the conversation going online. Carol, your message is very powerful.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Great inroads for many parents who will benefit greatly from your hard work.
As long as everyone wears purple tomorrow.
Everybody wear purple tomorrow. Get the memo from Carol right here. We'll light it up purple for you and for Amanda in her memory. Thank you. We're going to be back in a moment here on Breakfast Television.